Okay.
Is it on?
I don't think so. It's coming on. Looks like
It's coming. Okay.
Do we need to turn the lights down? Yeah, we really do.
The lights are either off or on. There's no halfway point.
It looks right off.
So can you see it?
Too hard to see, yeah. We're gonna have to leave them off. Dr. Wu, you'll take care.
Oh, yeah, I can see. All right, so good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Spokane Fall Community College. It's my pleasure to present our future online program to everybody today. Before I start, I would like to spend a few minutes to talk about current online learning environment. So you will have some idea what kind of challenge we are facing and what and how we are doing to deal with the issue. So based on the National Center for Education Statistics report 2012, there are 22.4% undergraduate students taking at least one online course or entire program online, which is 4.2 million students. That's a huge population. However, most students, they cannot finish the online program. 3.5% students, they failed, they quit due to personal issues or the online course itself. What I mean is they quit, they cannot finish because the course quality is not good. So when we start to making our online program, here comes our goal. We ask our team, we have been working so hard, we try to find what kind of program, what type program, online program we try to provide to our students. So our goal is remain students' interest in online learning environment, engage in our course, in our content, and also increase their performance. And the most important part is accomplish entire program, not quit. So let me show you some our online learning environment. Right here. This is our school learning management system. So I'm showing you the student view. So what you are seeing right now is exactly what students will see when they take our online course. So for this course, we divide it into different tasks. Task 1 to task 8. And within each task, we have different chunk, different competency within each task. And also, we provide different learning materials for students. We have video, and we have PowerPoint for students can download and take a note and study on their own. And we also have interactive materials, which students they can interact with this software, with our content. And in this system, there's one thing very cool, very good for students is students they cannot skip ahead until they finish each competency or task. If they want to move to task 2 or competency 2, I'm sorry, you have to finish our competency 1, competency 2, because as a student, most students, when we were a student, we try to skip some contents teacher provide. We don't read, right? So in order to prevent that happen, so students, they cannot skip ahead. They have to finish everything we provide to them, okay? So now is our video. Our video our narrate, our film, and present by our instructors. Task 1, 3, 5, 7, and 8 are filmed and presented by our instructor, Clay Wright. And tasks 2, 4, 6, and 8 are presented by our instructor, Bernard Huey, right? Huey? I always have a hard time to say that word. Okay, Huey. Okay, so let me show you the video very quick. It's very short, only few minutes. So you can see the instructor, they are so professional and they look great in the video. So here's the text 1.
Funding for this project was made possible by the Hope Careers Consortium, which has received U.S. Department of Labor funding for the Trade Adjustment Assistant Community College and Career Training Grant. Welcome to Task 1, the occupation of the orthotic prosthetic technician. The competencies contained within this learning activity includes discriminate between orthotics and prosthetics, identify the role and responsibilities of the orthotic prosthetic technician, identify the roles and the responsibilities of the technician as an employee, and describe the advancement opportunities available to the technician. And now we continue with Task 1, the occupation of the orthotic prosthetic technician.
And here is the text 2.
Funding for this project was made possible by the Hope Careers Consortium, which has received U.S. Department of Labor funding for the Trade Adjustment Assistant Community College and Career Training Grant.
Hello and welcome to Task 2, the general areas of the facility. Orthotic and prosthetic facilities, also referred to as practices or clinics, are similar to other health professional businesses in their physical and functional appearance. In Task 2, you will be introduced to the physical layout of a typical O&P facility and will also learn about various areas within the facility where specific activities and procedures are carried out. Task 2 includes 3 competencies. 1. Describe the front office area and its functions. 2. Describe the patient area and its functions. And 3. Describe the lab area with its various activity rooms and their functions. Now let's begin our discussion on Task 2.
Okay, that's our videos. Do they not look good? Okay. The reason why we film different instructors is because we believe students, they can learn different aspects of knowledge from different instructors. And by watching the video, students, they feel like I'm interactive with the instructors. Okay, now let's move to our interactive material. This is something I really want to spend time to talk about. In our interactive material, is narrated by our instructors too. We have clear objective and the main content, summary, and the knowledge assessment in our interactive materials, these 4 parts. So after student they review the content, they will have to take a knowledge assessment, which is built in our content materials. If they failed, they cannot reach 80% level. They have to retake until they pass. Okay, so let's, okay.
We continue with Task 1, the occupation of the orthotic and prosthetic technician. In competency 1, we will discriminate between orthotics and prosthetics.
Okay, so right here on the left-hand side, we have the time of each slide and total on the bottom. And same, student, they cannot skip ahead. They cannot click on next slide until they finish the current one. And if you notice, our next button will not appear until the narration is finished. So let me try one more time. So there's no way they can skip ahead.
At the conclusion of competency 1, the student will be able to identify orthotic and prosthetic devices with 100% accuracy on an exam and discriminate the differences between the orthotic and prosthetic fields with 100% accuracy on an exam.
So we have clear objective what students are expecting to learn after this content, after this competency. And also we have closed captioning. So for students who cannot hear,
identify orthotic and prosthetic devices with 100% accuracy on an exam and discriminate the differences between the orthotic and prosthetic fields with 100% accuracy on an exam.
okay, this is something very useful to students. Sometimes students, they play video or our slideshow and without paying any attention. They will just let the software run itself and they are doing something else. But right here is, I would say, a strategy to drag students' attention back. Right here, they need to click on each terminology. They need to actually do something so they can hear and see the picture or and the narration. For example,
Pictured is a prosthetic device, specifically a transhumeral prosthesis for an above-elbow amputee. What do you see depicted here? It is a KAFO, or knee-ankle-foot orthosis.
and of course, we have a definition.
Orthotics is a specialty within the medical field concerned with the design, manufacture, and application of orthotic devices.
And same here, they have to click on each bullet to see and hear the definition.
Now that this competency is complete, you should be able to easily distinguish between orthotic and prosthetic devices. You should also be able to describe the fields of orthotics and prosthetics.
So here's our summary. So we sum what students learn after they review the content. And after summary,
It is now time to take a knowledge assessment.
we have a knowledge assessment. This knowledge assessment is not graded. It's just for students to test self-understanding after they review the content. So we have regulations. Students, they can take 3 times. And if they fail, then they have to go back to slide to review the content and then retake again. Okay. All the questions are randomly assigned from our question pool. So if a student failed and then they retake, all the questions and the answers, they will not be in the same order, because we don't want a student just remember question A is A question. Question 1 is A, question 2 is B, question 3 is C, something like that. Not the answer itself. We really want a student to learn something. So those questions and answers, they are in totally different order, because we want a student try to analyze and apply their knowledge into the question. So that brings students to the next higher level learning process. They are not trying to memorize things. They understand and then they know how to, answer the question. So let me show you our knowledge assessment. Our knowledge assessment has different type of questions. We have multiple choice, we have fill in the blank. We will have matching or show answer or even writing a paragraph. So all kind of, different type questions. And students, they can receive the feedback immediately. So when they click the answer and submit, the system will tell you, oh, you got this right or you got this wrong. So if a student get an incorrect answer, the screen will pop out the correct answer, but instead tell them, oh, this is A, this is B, something like that. So let's try this question. Again, if you do not select anything and submit, you will get a reminder saying you have to select one before you move to next. So let's pick one. Anybody can help me because I don't know the answer. So, what the branch? B?
Try B.
Okay, so it could be B, and we submit. Yes, correct. We got the right answer. So, all right. So let's try next one. So next question is, let's just random choose one. For example, D, and we submit. It's correct. I don't mean that. I just want to make it correct. Not correct. Okay. Here's another type of question. So you have to fill in the blank either the word orthotic or prosthetics. So this would be what? Okay, and you submit. Incorrect. So to tell you the answer is prosthetics. So students, they can receive the feedback immediately. So they can take a note, they know what part they are missing. So if they failed, when they retake, they have a note with them. They know the correct answer. So let me move very fast because I want to show you.
When you're going through that, is it just the same set of answers that you're going through again and just repeating, or is there like a bigger pool so it will randomly select new answers?
Yeah, that's the big pool. They will randomly select the questions. Okay, so let me skip this part very quick so we can see the result. And on the top, we have 15 questions for competency 1, so we have to finish this 15. Almost there.
Yeah.
You're not doing too well.
Okay. Last one. Okay, so when you finish all the questions and you submit, you will get your result immediately. So tell you your score and how many questions you get correct, and tell you, I'm sorry, you failed. So the only button for you is try again. You cannot skip or close this program. So you have to retake the question again. So back to the question, so they just, randomly assign questions. Okay, that's for our competency 1. And I would like to show you the text 2, competency 1. Basically, every competency, they are consistent. They have objective. We have objectives. We have main content and summary and knowledge assessment.
Task 2, the general areas of the facility. Competency 1, describe the front office area and its function. Objectives. Upon completion of this competency, you will be able to describe the purposes and activities of the front office.
So we have a same layout.
The front office area typically contains file storage, retrieval, and document processing systems. Desk, files, and business equipment for billing patients, paying bills, and maintaining patient records can be found here. The front office usually has either a designated place or a separate area for receptionists to greet and interview patients. Other necessary equipment and administrative personnel to operate an orthotic prosthetic facilities business will be present as well. In the front office, prescriptions may be received and processed, insurance data can be collected, and new patient history forms are given to fill out.
So
The
we
front office is designed, here are a few representative pictures of typical front office areas.
also provide pictures for students.
Now that you have concluded this competency, you can better understand the functions and activities that occur in the front office area.
And the same.
It's now time to take a knowledge assessment.
So knowledge assessment. So once again, there are a lot of learning theories or educational psychology or all kind of background, all kind of foundation to support us to back up when we create our online instructional design. So I truly believe we have great instructors and we have a strong team. So I believe we can make a difference. We can provide students a friendly and professional online learning environment once we finish this whole program. Thank you for listening. Any questions?
During the knowledge assessment, when you have to type in a word, and at the top it basically gave you two choices, orthotic and prosthetic.
Right.
I can guarantee you that I type orthotic wrong every time, and it's just because of keystrokes. So if I spell orthotic wrong, and if orthotic was the right answer, do I get it wrong?
Okay, that's the software limit. So you have to exactly type the same word we provide you. We try to, you can capitalize those, not just you have to type it exactly. That's why we provide two,
So it would be
words
wrong.
on top. You could be wrong.
Even
You'll be-
though I had the right answer, I just typed it wrong.
You just type it wrong. You still get it wrong.
But we do, and we want them to be correct with the diction, with the spelling and everything. So this is ungraded, so it doesn't penalize you
Right.
when you grade. But it does compel you to be accurate. And that persists throughout the program.
Right. Yeah, it's not graded. So the instructor will give a student a graded test. So basically for our knowledge assessment, just test self-understanding.
The graded exams will occur in the Canvas learning environment, not in the interactive. And within the Canvas environment, we have the capability of allowing for different spellings, capitalizations, and so forth. You will determine how accurate one is.
Okay.
How much of the program do you do online?
How much your program?
I mean, is this in conjunction with any classwork, or is this strictly online?
May I answer, Jan? Just, our goal is to place as much of the didactic portion online as possible to increase access and to provide students with a greater expanse of